Welcome to the U.K.E-Liquid Mixing Show. It is a Wednesday night. It's time to do a little bit of mixing, a little bit of chat. Don't shout, because Graham has only just come in, literally 30 seconds ago. Why have I stopped? It's froze.
It's
I'm
froze.
watching you, Graham.
Yeah.
Watching you.
Oh, I know why it's froze. There you go. Now. Okay. Okay, now. I reduced the wrong one. Do you know when? Because if you reduce zoom down, it puts you in a little box and knocks everybody off. So I pressed to drop down, but I shouldn't have done. I wanted to make short stream went on. So anyway, don't shout, because literally Graham has been in about 30 seconds.
I've literally just woken up about 5 minutes ago.
Yeah. We were going to send a search party out for him, to be honest with you. Because we were like, what the fuck?
We were debating on who to send.
Everybody's checking social media for him. Has he been on? Has he been on anywhere? Has he been
10 hours ago on Facebook.
10 hours. We got a professional over here. We got a couple sleuths here. And we thought it was going to be Sherlock Holmes as our sleuth. No, Bill's actually the sleuth.
I had an afternoon nap.
So who you've got on? You've got myself, Benny Vapes. We've got our chairman of the board, which is Bill the Chair. We've also got our own mixing detective, which is Liam Sherlock Holmes. We have got very quiet mixing guru, Graham Net Reality. And we've also got the advocate for liberty, which is Tim.
Yes. Tim.
Hi, Graham.
Hello.
Watching you, Graham. Watching you. Oh, no, he's gone. Can't watch him no more.
Oh, dear.
Oh, Christ.
So, yes. So he's literally just come in the door.
I'm literally just woken up.
Right.
This is me when I've just woken up.
Yes, apparently he's been on a bender. It won't be fucking no new there, is it, really? To be honest with you. Do you know what I mean? Jeez. So we will say that we're probably going to have a little bit of time off in a couple of weeks. I've got a couple of weeks holiday off. So we are going to have a little bit of a break just to recharge and come back. Not sure if it'll be a week or two. We're going to discuss that afterwards, but I think it might be 2 Wednesdays off. Oh, Graham wants 2 Wednesdays off just to have a chill out and just relax. So, yeah. So that's from the 15th of August that week and the week after.
So we won't see him for 4 weeks because it'll be 2 weeks after he forgot that he was supposed to come back.
Yeah. It'll be going a right bender then, won't it? Jeez, give him time off and be like that. Oh, Graham, what's happening? So what we're going to do is we'll get Liam to run through chat if you so wish.
Do we still get paid?
What?
Do we still get paid even though you're not here?
Unfortunately, yes, you do get paid.
Oh, okay.
Wait, you guys get paid?
Yeah, we get paid in love.
In chat tonight, we've got
So we get lots of white chocolate.
Yes.
Got it.
in chat tonight we got Tim B, the Vaping Snowman, Zippy Zone, Craig Brown, Vapor Queen Becky, Free Rider Vapor, Graham, spelled the odd way. And I've lost it again. Bargain Vapes Live, Vapor Bunny, Scuba, Ken Aware. Well, I think I've done Fee and Bargain Vapes. Yeah, I've done those.
Scuba, Bunny.
I did see Lady Liberty in here somewhere as well. Mark H, Cloud Chucker, John, Isaac Howard, Craig D, and I believe that is everybody. If I've missed anybody, I apologize because I miss somebody every week.
So someone will be screaming and shouting. Just say to him, Liam, you're a tosser.
And by the way, that is Graham spelled correctly. Graham here, Net Reality, is the one that spells it incorrectly. So, yeah.
I don't get that. How's it spelled correctly?
Actually, historically, Graham is spelled Graeme. That's the old Scottish way of spelling Graham, and Graham is a Scottish name. I'm Graham, the English name, which was
like a cracker.
Yeah, he's a cracker.
Hi, Stuart.
I'll say that now after taking the piss out of Graham for the last 2 years.
It took me ages when watching any American program where they got a Graham in there. They keep calling him Graham. And I assume it's because it's spelt the proper way.
Graham. It's Graham.
So it's like
Graham.
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 What name is Graham? It took me ages to figure out it was
It's
Graham.
usually what a dealer does you know, a bit of stuff
Yeah.
on. Apparently you forgot Zippy.
Yeah,
I
you
did
missed
say
Zippy.
Zippy.
I was gonna say Zippy's
Yeah.
there. I mean,
I
that's,
did
You
say
said
Zippy.
Zippy. Yes, he
She
did.
says you didn't say it, she's hitting the red button apparently.
That's, yep.
My kids, you all right, my friend?
is
So
he-
yeah, so what we'll do is we'll go around and have a little bit of a buffet, and we'll start with Graham, seeing as he's feeling
I thought you were
delicate.
going to pick on me first because I'm going to get myself together. I'm on the Cronus with the barrage on top, and in that I've got my own Glamour, and I've got the Blank with the Minikin too, and in that I've got the melon that I made the other day, which it turned out really nice. It took about 3 weeks to steep. So I'll put that recipe up on ELR because it's good enough to go on the ELR,
All right.
and I'll pass it to Tim.
all right. I got the, the VT 250 H cigar, and I got the barrage on top, and that's got power bomb the world that I made for Matt Sinister. And if you read the description, you understand why. And then I got yes, this is a VSO one, but there's a reason for this one. This is actually a VSO apple drink made by Vaping Trucker, which I made for this week for the Noted DX. Is for our flavors. For it has a TPA not dragon fruit, jackfruit in it. So that's in there. But that was kind of sentimental one. And then I got Wendy's the birthday cake I made for Wendy in the Addy Toonie K fun on top of the
That's a massive K form.
yeah, no, isn't it? It's
It's
monster.
huge.
And look at the size of the holes on that. I mean, for a K fun, those are huge because he modified it. But yeah,
Jeez.
that's the Toonie K fun, and it's got Wendy's birthday cake that I went and made on her officially. Yeah, that's the one that Graham got to pick on me for completing my Pokemon card for the shows. And I'm going to pass it to Sherlock Holmes.
Right, so tonight I'm on the Vupu X217 with the... I've gone blank again. I forget it every
Graham uses
bloody
blank.
week.
Yeah.
Yeah, I keep wanting to say velocity, and I know it's not.
What's the Velociraptor?
With the Voltro.
Voltro.
The Voltro V3 on top, and in there I got some cookie custard. I've also got the Hammer of God XL with the Titan on top, and in that I'm running some Soho Crunch. And I will pass it over to Bill.
You see, the way I remedied that, because I had that same problem, Liam, forgetting what this was called. I just got 3 arbiters and I only got to remember one name. So I have the arbiter on the Gur with the crispy rocky treat in it. And I am really loving the crap out of that stuff, especially since I added the nut muffin to it.
Crispy Rocky Treat.
And I am also on the double barrel V4 with the arbiter on it. Excuse me. That's the and that's got VST. And I am on the cold steel with the Dead Rabbit V2. And in that I have I wonder if I'm nuts. That doesn't taste as good as when I first was originally nuts. But I'm thinking once I put this in an arbiter, then it'll probably perk up. But it's the one that I also did not put the nicotine in. And it's been steeping for a long while now, and it still isn't up to par. I will chunk it to Benny.
Thank you
Or
very
kick
much.
it to Benny, I
Kick
guess.
it. Sorry. So I'm on the Abbott Solo, on the Aegis Solo, and inside that I've got some RY Benny Hall. And I'm also on the chair mod with the chair tank. So that's the Goa 21 with the Arbiter 2. This is reject tank. And inside that I have got some, which is this that I got, like I say, the week. Expo, which is the strawberry, kiwi, watermelon from Love Flavours. I made it, finished the bottle off. It's all right. So yeah, we've got Irving policing apparently. So don't be swearing her out.
Where's Irving?
You gotta
Now,
get Graham one of those hats goes wee woo wee woo.
yeah. So we've had a little bit of a request from Tim B. He says, well, he's blanked all us off. So he says, can the panel have a look at his recipe, especially Tim and Graham?
Okay.
And he also says, if you would do that, and maybe Tim, can you make a 5 ml test of this recipe? If you can see any improvements, please.
Okay. Is it in chat? The recipe in chat?
I don't know.
I don't think you can actually link it. But I don't recall seeing a name for it though.
I did, Graham. They're not actually put out. If you went to Expo and got some off of them, then I used it at 10%. So you got 250 mils out of a bottle. That's what I've used it as, mate. But they're not actually sold as a concentrate. So it was just that I thought they were actually flavours, like mixed up already. And then when I looked at them, I thought they look a bit watery. And they're not. They're actually concentrate. So I thought you might as well make some use of them, hadn't you? So yeah. So have we found it? Have we found it then, or what?
Have we found it?
Nope.
No, I've been scrolling through chat and I can't actually see Tim.
I don't think he's put one in
the
yet.
recipe name.
He hasn't put it in. So I need a name. Please, if you would.
Put the name or something. Yeah. It does help.
Yeah,
rather than just trying to guess.
Is he Knowles? Like I'm trying to remember his name was on here.
The name of it and your name. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good start.
Yeah.
Because unfortunately, I do follow quite a few people now, so including this Liam character, man. I don't know why I follow him. He doesn't put anything on ELR or ATF anymore, or even VC. Never see him post anything anymore.
Yeah, I've got loads of recipes. I'm just sitting on.
Yeah, but they're old ones, or they're not public, so whatever.
No, I've got like 6 of them sat on my desk at the moment.
Oh, it says search for Knowles.
Knowles, yeah. Yeah, but the Knowles, for some reason, it doesn't want to search out. I've noticed that before. Trying to remember, I had to look him up by his recipe name, and then I found it. I'm looking through here. We had this issue before with it. I was pretty sure that was Knowles. Yep.
Is it blackberry custard? I'll follow. Start following.
I don't know.
Don't know. He's not told us which recipe it is. Just says
Yeah,
recipe.
we know it's Knowles, but we don't know which Knowles. Yeah. I think it's the grassy Knowles.
Do you know? I was thinking exactly the same thing there, Bill.
Yes, so it won't be the first recipe. It'll be the second recipe that's on the mount.
Yes, the one in the window.
Yeah, for some reason it doesn't want to search out his name, and I haven't quite figured that one out.
Monkey heads.
Monkey heads.
Monkey heads. Okay.
That would be right up Graham's alley. Graham likes to give monkeys head. Graham
does it?
It's just a vicious rumor.
Whatever floats your boat, mate. Whatever.
Well, he
floats your
named his Facebook group "Monkey on Juice."
That's named after a goth song.
Yeah, sure. Keep telling yourself that.
We'll see you in about 20 minutes when you unpause us, Sippy.
Yeah. Have we found it? Have we found it?
I think it's.
Welcome back, Zippy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I found it. Do you want me to share it?
Yes, because he wants you. You sort of have to.
Yeah,
do
then
so
we can actually look at it.
Yes.
Okay, so we've got blackberry custard, which is banana cream DX at 1.5, blackberry cap at 3.5.
Is this the one? I thought it was monkey.
No,
head.
he said it was
No,
monkey
that's it.
heads.
Monkey heads.
Monkey heads.
Okay.
Fuck me.
But
God darn, Graham, you act like you just woke up or something. Jesus, get with it, you know.
Yeah, I think he put and joined the chat, but they're a couple of months too early.
Yeah, it's just around Christmas, that, isn't it? Nope, not that one. They say nope. Nope.
Monkey fluff there, Rocky G.
Not that. So anyway, while they're looking and being complete and utter novices of how to use ELR,
you even mix, bro?
yeah. Oh dear. Hey up, right, trolls are in. You fine for about 3 minutes, and then I will start going click, 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 block, because it puts me off. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? So can have a little bit of fun, but then you're gone. Sorry.
Yes, that is the only one on ELR, isn't it?
That's the only one on ELR I can find. If you want to make it public,
Noel's actually also it might be on David Community Calculator, I believe. It had some there, but I can't find anything there. I had problems with it last time trying to find it. I had to search it out by name.
Bugs, you all right, brother? So what we're going to be talking about is afternoon tea anyway. We'll get back on track while they're trying to figure out how to use everything, and you know what I mean.
how things work.
Yeah. Oh, it's on all the flavours. Yeah, that's why you can't find it. Jeez.
Oh yes, all the flavors, not
ELR.
Yes.
Monkey Heads found it. Here, I'll put it in chat. The chat, and if you haven't found it already, Graham, or have you?
Well, you found it now.
Yeah, it's right there in chat. Should be. Although now it seems like my chat's frozen. Yay. That's nice.
No?
Yeah, my chat froze. We'll fix that.
Utter professionals, us lot, aren't we?
We're having a great day here. You know, it's Graham. He's rubbing off.
Graham's just fucked the show up, to be honest with you. He came in late. Do you know what I mean? He hasn't brought his A game.
There you go. Flavor test, see how they match. At the test layers becomes more licorice. Oh, okay, I think I know what you're talking about here.
Still do. This is what
cream.
we're going to talk about. We will talk about some teas.
Yep.
And some more things. So have you brought it up? Have you got it?
Yep. Want me to share it?
Be a good idea, because I can't see it.
We got TPA banana cream at 2.5, Wonder Flavors banana puree at 1.6, ethyl maltol at 0.5, licorice at 2, and TPA sweetener. Okay, cap's licorice. Trying to think here. So
will that ethyl maltol mute banana?
Not at that.
Yeah, I'm wondering what that might do to that.
It'll smooth the banana. It will
Yeah.
smooth it. It'll take some of the harshness out of it. But,
What will it do to licorice?
I'm not familiar with cap licorice, so
I'm not.
Banana
anybody
puree
used-
doesn't
It
have.
looks like he's after a sweet, isn't he? It's definitely going to be a sweet.
Sweet.
Yeah.
I'm wondering. I've tried the cap. I'm wondering if, for one thing, you might want to change is just try the Wonder Flavors Salmiak or whatever licorice instead. Might be a better choice for the cap. The cap is a little bit more like an anise, like a little bit more.
All right,
like
so it's not a,
seed.
it's not a licorice. But it looks like he's looking at, it's a Dutch sweet, isn't it? I think he said up there.
Yep. Yeah, so it looks like here.
The Dutch, candy.
So I'm thinking maybe that might help you more to try the Wonder Flavors one instead if you have it or if you can get it. Oh, you should be able to get it, but
I know those
because
are two.
that one there is a little bit more like the seed.
Yeah, I mean they're two good banana flavors because the TFA banana cream is very much like foam candy bananas.
Yeah.
And the only other thing I'd worry about is I've never tried these two together, the two bananas. Maybe you're getting a little weird note from that, but I don't think so. It shouldn't have anything. I mean, unless they stack certain things in them, it could make it a little runty.
Yeah, but that's the sort of thing you'd want though if you were doing a
Yeah,
candy.
I was going to
isn't
say
it?
you'd almost want the runty though if you're going for a candy. Yeah, so I mean, my thing is that, and I'm not really sure exactly how that'll play with the other flavors either. Graham, have you tried any of these?
Only the banana puree.
None of the other flavors?
Nope.
So Graham has with everything else today.
Oh, I have done the banana cream right in the
As I-
early days, and I didn't like it, so I've never used it again after that.
Yeah, banana cream's not bad.
I
2.5%.
don't
It's
particularly
not
like
going to go
filled
weird on you.
bananas.
Just going to have a long steep too. That's you got to remember too, because
Yeah, with the cream.
Yeah.
There
So-
is FA. Is it FA foam banana? It was in the last year.
Banana candy.
Yeah, start with just some licorice with.
You're saying
Yeah.
it's muting the licorice top note, but if you're after that candy, you haven't got that candy sort of thing in
I'm
there.
thinking
have
it's
you?
because you're using the cap. It might be the cap because the cap licorice actually kind of has a more like the seed itself and not the candy top note that you're looking
Yeah,
for.
because you wanted more of a candy sort of flavor, licorice to it, aren't you? Rather than a,
Yeah, and that Wonder Flavors one is a good one, and everybody can get a hold of it fairly easy. It is a little bit better of a licorice, like candy licorice flavor. I mean, you could also layer the two if you wanted to. If you think you like the bottom note in that cap, you could always layer the two licorices together. Licorice. It's a weird name to say.
look at us.
Well, I've been screwing myself up because lately I've been picking on everybody. The noted. And I said we should add the licorice. You know, we can add the licorice to the rice episode. Come on. And now I got it in my head. It's hard for me to pronounce it now because I've been doing that so much.
Greg D's putting need the candy banana in there rather than, because if you're going for the sweet, you're not going to want what is it? Are you?
I would say the puree is the one that might not fit.
Yeah, I'd say that. Yeah, the banana puree is a pretty realistic banana puree.
Yeah.
The TFA, for the foam bananas, I'd be tempted to do the TFA banana candy with some marshmallow, which would actually give you that.
That would give you that cream note. Yep.
Yeah.
Well, what it is, I guess it must be like we have rhubarb and custard in it, the sweet.
Yeah.
That it's there. It's a licorice and candy. So, but that sort of sweet sort of thing he's wanting. So, like say, if banana puree is more like a pureed banana, that's not what you're getting out of a sweetie, is it? Do you know what I mean?
No.
Yeah, because those two bananas, neither one of those is really a candy banana. Neither one of them.
No, the Wonder Flavor Salmiak licorice is really good. It's got a really nice mouthfeel to it as well.
Yep.
Like
It gives you that licorice like candy mouthfeel. That's what I like about it. That's what you're missing with the cap. You don't get that mouthfeel. And it just tastes, it's got the flavor, like an East flavor, but not really the mouthfeel to it. But the banana puree, I mean, if you crank up banana puree, you can get runty, but you have to crank it so much, you're probably going to lose the licorice altogether.
Yeah,
I don't get a candy. I don't get a candy out of the banana puree, though.
Bill, this is not vanilla. So
well, I use the banana puree in my Ban Van custard, and I don't get a candy banana out of that at all. I get more of a banana out of it.
Yeah, you get real banana out of that.
Yeah, so he's wanting.
He was saying it's like a little like candy banana.
It does have the candy note, and I can taste it when I single flavor tested it. I did get a little tiny bit of it, but it hides in a recipe. Whereas if you crank it up, you will get that runty flavor, but you have to crank it up so much, it's just going to take over the rest.
When I first used it, I got a greasy note.
Well, next time, don't be eating bacon when you're testing your liquids, okay?
Yeah.
Well, I was just licking the bacon. I wasn't actually eating it,
What licorice did you say?
Yeah, the salmiak or whatever it is. I remember. I'll look it up quick and put it in chat. Easiest place is ELR for you.
Yeah.
Would you put something in it to give you that hard boiled sweet taste as well? Because it's what I don't know what you call it.
Boiled one.
It's a boiled sweet. That's what it looks like to me. It looks like a boiled sweet. I'm guessing.
I thought they'd be more like gummies.
Are the gummies or the boiled
licorice.
sweet? Yeah, but you can have licorice hard gummies, hard candy, can't you? Do you know what I mean? Is it a ball sweet? Is it hard candy or is it soft candy?
I can't spell licorice.
Cheers, Liam. Save me doing it.
Probably spelling it wrong. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look it up in my stash.
Craig D just put some anise in from FA. Helps that licorice at low.
There it is.
Give it a boost.
I'll spell it right. Here it is. There's a link to the ELR one for this. Salmiak licorice, salty, SC, wonder flavors. That is a very good one. Fresh love that one. He made that licorice ice cream, which is why I made that milkshake, licorice milkshake, when Swaggy came out with his.
Yeah, and if you're going for that Dutch candy, I should imagine that they're probably using Salmiak licorice.
Most likely.
They use salty licorice a lot.
Yep.
So you're saying it's more like a Pontifex cake? Is that what we're saying?
What?
This banana fucking and licorice candy.
No, just bananas.
It's a banana licorice candy. Damn it. It looks like
candy
almost
can
like,
mean no.
Bananas.
I'm thinking this is like a gummy candy, like a type of gummy candy.
I'm trying to get my head around what candy is.
Not candy. It's got licorice in it. That's
It's not candy. It's got licorice in it.
Bill, I'm not a licorice fan, mate. I don't like licorice at all.
licorice.
You're welcome,
is-
Tim.
I thought I wasn't a licorice fan in vapes, but I had, what was it, the Dispogo Unreal licorice cherry, and that was lovely.
Oh, is it?
Really
You all right?
enjoyed that.
Yeah, if you're looking for candy licorice, that's actually that's a delicious one. It's cheap. It's easy to get from for pretty much everybody, for the most part.
John saying, daft question. There's no daft questions, mate. There is no daft questions. What is the best English version of custard concentrates?
Mullenberry.
Mullenberry, legendary.
Mullenberry.
Legendary. Yeah, it tastes exactly like the
Just a bit-
ambrosia custard.
Needs thickening. It's quite.
Yeah, you'd have to add a little bit of cream to it and thicken it up a little bit.
Yeah, but the legend, it is good. It's got an off note if you really pay attention.
No,
It's in
stop it
flavor.
right now. It hasn't. It's just your American taste buds.
No, it does have a little tiny bit of a floral note, but it's nothing you'll taste in the mix.
So there you go. Mullenberry's legendary custard. If you're after that, that has been unanimously voted.
Yeah,
as an
that is
English custard.
definitely a very good UK custard.
Yeah, you got Nick Bros here. Nick's done a spot on version. Oh God, do I have to put his recipe?
Nick Ambrosia.
Nick, good evening, King of Vaping.
Yeah, it's where Nick puts on a bra and then makes his juice.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
That day he put on all that lingerie, I'll never forget that. I will never get that image out of my head, and I wish I could.
you'll have to give her 3 or 4 weeks to steep, settle down a little bit, John.
What do we got
There you
here
go.
from Nick? Howdy. Is that the recipe for it?
Yeah, that's Nick Brosier's recipe. And it is really just spot on ambrosia custard.
Yeah, because
So,
you
yeah.
sat here one night and vaped it and ate a can of it right in front of us.
Yes.
I also sent it to Flat Cap.
Oh, yeah,
Flat Cap
that just looks really good.
Custard,
Yeah.
so I mixed it up, sent it to Flat Cap, and Flat Cap was sat there live on stream. He goes, "This is the custard I've been after."
So yeah, so try that. There's even a recipe there for you, courtesy of the King of Craping.
Yeah, the only thing I don't have is that Cupcake World Devon Cream.
Could you
As I can make it.
You can sub.
Yeah, you could.
I can. There are some good creams out there. That's not too hard. But
Yeah, just sub them all out.
No.
Just sub every ingredient out and then tell him it's terrible.
why would you ever sub out custard premium? Why would you sub that out? I mean, honestly, why would you sub out the legendary custard? If you have the two of them in there, you already got a good mix. You don't have to add anything else.
See, I don't use the legendary custard at all. I've got a 10 ml bottle and it's still full. And
But it's a different taste, isn't it? That's the thing. We have a different custard than what you like, an eggy custard, and we don't. We have more of a creamy custard.
No, their custards are more like vanilla pudding.
Yeah, that's what I say. It's like it's more like a thicker, eggy sort of thing, isn't it? Yeah. Pugsy saying, please don't strike Nick's ego live,
That's
even though he
okay.
is the king of vaping.
We just got to make sure you two get in Zoom together while we're doing this.
Yeah.
So much fun.
So yeah, so there you go. Hope that helps. Hope that helped, Tim. Hope you got a little bit of extra ideas off there, and I hope, John, you managed to get that and try it out. So yeah. So anyway, back to topic of the evening: custard, teas, things to go with an afternoon tea. So I don't know. I don't drink tea, so I'm not a massive tea. But I know tea flavors are starting to come out a little bit now, aren't they? Do you know what I mean? People are starting to do a lot more teas.
Yeah.
Don't know why.
No, I don't get tea anyway. I think it's warm and wet. That's it. I don't really get
a lot of the teas that I've tried, they're not your breakfast tea or Yorkshire tea.
Yeah.
They're more along the lines of an Earl Grey, but a black Earl Grey. But they've actually used loose leaf tea to make it.
Oh, right.
So you get some of that loose tea leaf taste in it as well.
And almost like earthy, like
Yeah.
I just need to go and get some water.
Oh,
hydrate. That's an affected picture. It hasn't changed. Graham's still there.
I know, exactly. So yeah, so like I say, I don't like tea. I don't like coffee. You can get coffees as well. Seems to be making a lot of people are doing a coffee vape.
I can drink tea, but to me, tea is kind of pretty much a bland flavor. I mean, to try to put tea in a vape is like having a water vape. You know,
I think that's why you don't see so many breakfast teas, because breakfast teas are a little lighter and you don't see them as much. Someone's going to throw a tea together, they throw a powerful tea
If
mix.
I'm going to drink tea, I just sweeten it up real. So I just put in like 0.5 of whatever tea and 2% super sweet and vape it, you know, because that's basically how I drink my tea. It's just a bunch of sugar.
Yeah.
10% super sweet, 0.5% tea. That's
tea, yeah, and then you got it right there.
Apathy says, yeah, he's never been a big tea drinker. Some certain flavours don't need to be vaped. No, but there are people that obviously like tea. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know about afternoon teas, like the sweet teas, you know, like an Arizona type thing, or like something like that are very common, but not so much.
Yeah, it's like coffee. I can't, vaping coffee is the same thing for me, because coffee is about the experience, the heat, a hot cup of coffee with the flavor and the cream and the sugar and the whatever else. It's not.
As I drink a cup of tea, by the way, and I wasn't even planning it ahead of time.
The actual cup of tea or a cup of coffee,
No.
you can't. I don't see where you can get that experience from it, vaping it.
Yeah, you're never going to get the English breakfast tea or the Yorkshire tea. It's always going to be more loose leaf.
I'm guessing it's going to be more of a florally sort of tea, innit? Yeah, sort of.
Yeah.
Do you know? I know a lot of people are using looking for that Tai Chi sort of flavour, aren't they? Do you know? I see a lot of them sort of kicking about.
Yeah, isn't there McDonald's in America? There's a Tai Chi milkshake or something. Or no, not McDonald's, Starbucks.
A chai tea? There's a couple of chai tea flavorings out there.
Yeah, we don't have that over in Britain. I don't think.
Or green tea.
One of those for ages.
Flavora have got a nice
green tea.
Flavora got a nice Thai. It's a Thai tea.
All right, yeah.
Which is lemongrass with your loose tea leaves. There's a little bit of creaminess to it. There's a little bit of cooling in there. It's not a bad vape if you like that sort of flavour.
Yeah. Pugs is just saying posh tea, Benny. It's posh tea.
Afternoon tea. What would you guys consider an afternoon tea anyway?
Well, afternoon teas
in the UK.
Classic one is what's the Devon cream tea?
Yes.
Yeah, which would be pot of tea with a selection of bakeries like scones, pastries.
Yeah.
Well,
and cucumber sandwiches.
cucumber sandwich. I was just about to say, you have the cucumber sandwiches at the bottom with the crust cut off, and then you have your patisseries at the top, and then you have tea.
Miller says, I watch a knife maker. He makes a cup of tea every video, and it usually has a bunch of flowers in it. Question?
Does it do well for your flowers? Does it make them grow?
I don't know. He has the question mark after it, so I think he's trying to figure out why it has the flowers in it.
I'm assuming that would be like a jasmine tea or something like that.
Maybe so. Maybe so. Like I said, I don't get tea, so I don't even know what thing. Yeah, I know there's
chamomile and those sort of flowery blend ones.
Feasting FLV Tai Chi. Haven't tried it yet.
Yeah, that's the one for you. It's if you like that sort of flavour, it's quite a nice vape standalone. It's lemongrass with a little bit of black loose leaf tea in there, and there was something else in there as well. Can't remember what it was. I'll have to check my notes.
You're just saying a peach tea custard.
Ooh, that sounds good.
Yeah, that would
Leave
be
the
good.
tea out of it, might, but I don't know. I don't really get peach custards. Just no.
I'm sure
thinking,
I've seen
when I
see
the peach tea custard, I'm thinking almost like you're talking like what is it? Snapple peach tea, like a custard.
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah.
with custard,
because,
custard in it, wouldn't it?
Peach is
That
just
would actually
too
be
strong.
quite tasty.
Peach is too strong of a flavor, really, to put in.
Yeah, but when you cut it with the tea, it kind of calms that down a little bit. That's why I like the Snapple peach tea, is because it does have enough of that tea melt. It takes a little of that peach away. It makes it nice and smooth.
It's only an accent, though, isn't it? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like an accent flavor in the tea, just enough to cover like the top notes of the tea to make it taste like it's peach there, but not to the point where it's just peach forward. That's all you taste.
Pippa Graham does with his pinky up when he has his tea with
Yes.
his bakeries, his small bakeries. He does, so
Oh my God, something's leaked.
We gotta get him a little tiny tea set. So
yes.
Yes, a little doll teacup.
Right, so I've got for the Tai Chai, tested at 1% and 3%. At 3%, the cooling come out more. I got lemongrass with a little bit of coconut milk and a very low amount of honey, which is very slightly florally honey. It's almost like their honeybee. Cooling is picked up at 3% in strength, but it's not overly strong, but it is there. So I got a 2% and above. I pair it with a black tea flavour to craft a Tai Chai.
So if you wanted to, would that make a nice peach tea though?
That wouldn't make a peach tea, no.
no.
So what else could we use as a tea then with that? I don't even know what, because I don't even look at tea, so I won't even know what other flavours they are.
Looking at my notes now for tea flavours. I typed in tea and I got like 63 hits. No, 76. No. It's still counting up how many hits I've got for tea. So if there's picking up on the word tea instead.
Right.
So, so I got, that's Fab Mix. Don't think you can get that anymore.
One of my flavours is leaked all over the drawer in FA, and every label is coated in it.
Oh, you won't be able to read it in about a week.
Yeah, no, I can't read. I just brought that out and I can't even read that label now.
Yeah, it's shy when it goes. It don't have to take the paint off of it.
Lemon iced tea. Flavor black.
It tastes like Premier custard.
All right, lemon iced tea might go. Lemon iced tea.
Yeah, I
With a
got
bit of
natural green tea from Mullenberry, lychee and dragon fruit premium green tea. She's more of a one shot.
Yeah, you'd probably go with the, what is it? The one that you just said before that.
Either green tea or white tea you need.
Yeah, lemon iced tea.
FA.
With a bit of peach in it, and then some whichever type of custard you'd want to go with it. Do you know what I mean? Depending on what sort of custard you want. It don't even have to be a light custard if you're having a peach tea custard, wouldn't it?
I got sweet lemon with a background taste of loose leaf tea. realistic lemon juice with the slight zest. Sweet at the start and then becomes slightly tart, then followed by the loose leaf tea with a very slight earthiness. So that might go okay with the peach, but I don't know whether that earthiness, depending on what peach you put it with, that very slight earthiness might actually might make the skin on the peach pop a little bit more, and you won't want that.
Yeah, so you might want to go like one of the peach juicies, either TP or Cap. Less of that skin in those two.
Grey DC's naturally extracted teas from Sticks Mix, quite decent.
Can you still get those over at Nom Noms?
We used to be able to get them at Chefs, but you said they don't do them anymore now at Chefs.
They don't do them in Chefs because they do good coffees as well.
That's right. That Sticks Mix. I've actually heard the teas.
Fee's saying TFA sweet tea, maybe? The sweet tea, might do. Have you got sweet tea?
Yeah, the sweet tea would work with peach.
Yeah, that would work really well with it.
I'm looking at, I got Flavora black tea here. Strong black loose leaf tea with,
you won't want it strong.
With a hint of bergamot as well. So that's more in line with the Earl Grey now.
Yeah. They do them over on Nom Noms teas and coffees. And I'll just show the screen because at the moment they're 52% off.
Oh, really?
All right, that's,
nice.
So they've got chai black tea, £1.50, Turner's tea, and wild strawberry tea. I think I've got that tea. And I don't know what that one's like. No, that's not a tea, that's a coffee. So yeah, 52% off at the moment for teas if you want to have a
go look at that. Pippa's just dropped in a drop of FLV Sugar Orchid per 10 ml of green tea e-liquid does wonders, in their opinion.
I've not even heard of that flavour. I really have to buy a load of flavours. I'm falling behind.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. Sugar Orchid.
Yeah, it's one I haven't actually tried. It's supposed to be pretty good for sweetness, though.
So would that be all right sticking in a sweet tea then? We've got a cat.
Cat evasion.
Yeah.
Gone all blurred now. That on my eyes have gone.
Yeah.
Oh, he's back. Pippa saying Sticks teas are excellent. So yeah, try a tea then if you're fancying that, and a bit of peachy if it's excellent. And then a little bit of custard, whichever is your favourite custard in it.
Tangerine starts with a T.
Is it the Turner's tea, which is supposed to be the traditional black tea that we get?
All right.
Tomato.
I just think tomato. You say tomato.
Starts
We
with
say
a
tomato. We
No,
say
the
tomato.
Turner's tea is a Japanese green tea with rose petals and cherries. Ooh.
That's nothing like the tea we get over here.
No, it isn't. Contains caffeine.
Well,
I just looked up Vape Train black tea as well, but I've got that as tasting more like a clove tea.
no, we don't want that, do you?
No. Wonder Flavors sweet tea is good as well.
Yep. Also easy to get in most places. That's one of the best parts about it.
So there we go. A bit of a tea thing there for you.
If you wanted to do an elderflower tea, I'd start with Flavora elderflower. Flavora elderflower is excellent.
And then pick up some of that Turner's tea, throw it in that.
Yeah, and maybe try pouring it with, if you just wanted a plain elderflower tea, maybe try a little bit of the Flavora black tea with it as well, because I should imagine the Earl Grey taste would go well with elderflower.
Is that like elderberries? Is that where they come from? An elderflower?
Yeah.
And if you are inclined like Bill would be, you get the VSO elderflower.
Well, because your mother was a hamster and your father smelled of elderberries.
My neighbor has elderberries
Python.
growing up here,
Remember
by
the
the way.
guy up there that was throwing down all the insults? Your mother was a hamster and your father smelled of elderberries.
It's been decades since I had fresh elderberries. I'm going to have some this year. So I'm actually excited about that.
I don't think I've ever gone to an elderflower tree and ate the berries.
He's got a ton of berries on those trees up there. It's like, wow, this is gonna be a good year if the birds don't steal them all.
It's not something that I've really thought about going out and picking, to be honest with you.
I wish the birds would steal some of my raspberries, to be honest. I think I got about 25 kilograms of raspberries.
Oh,
Sell 'em, put 'em on-
picking
put 'em on-
we've been picking black raspberries, and blackberries
raspberries.
now.
What the fuck's a black raspberry?
Send them to
It's a
Graham.
raspberry
He
that
likes to
just
put
it
raspberry
looks just
in
like a
it.
raspberry, except for it turns black when it's ripe. It'll turn like pinkish red and then turn right black. Well, purple, really, not even black. If you're being honest, it's more purple.
Don Lowe saying earthy cough syrup I would taste. Yeah, exactly. Craig D says FLV ginger for some elderflower ginger tea.
Yeah, that sounds
might go well,
really
yeah.
good. That's not a bad idea at all, Craig.
Yeah, milk and honey would go well in a tea over the
It
floor.
would, yeah, definitely, definitely. So we've got the tea. Because now, what are we going to have with the tea?
Nut muffins.
So,
Nut
nut muffins. Exactly, you can have nut muffins. Nut muffins.
Nut muffin's a good flavor.
How are you finding that?
It is.
How are you finding that nut muffin anyway, Bill?
I am liking nut muffin. It's just every time before you vape it, you have to hear, "Gentlemen, put your hands together for nut muffin," and then you vape it.
Agreed.
So
It's good. Yeah.
What are you getting from it though?
It's got a nutty note to it, but it also has the bakery aspect.
So essentially, it's got nuts and muffin.
Yeah, it basically is pretty much what it says.
It's nut forward.
It has more of a nut flavor to it than like Wonder Flavors walnut, for instance.
Yeah, right.
It's one of the most nut flavor forward concentrates, but they also slid that bakery in there with it as well.
I like the way it's like an indescript nut too. It's like just the generic nut flavor, like if you're eating trail mix or something.
Yeah, it's just a nut. I mean, it's
a nut.
But it's really good. I mean,
it is.
Yeah, Eugene, yeah, I'd try the smoke pipe if you can
And it ties it into your bakery, but doesn't really pick a direction for the bakery. It just kind of like you can do whatever you want with bakery.
Yeah, it doesn't really overwhelm it. It just kind of it plays well with the stuff that I'm using it with, especially with with it being in with the crispy treat, the Rice Krispie treat.
Yep.
It really, the two of those together just kind of play real nice together.
The only thing about the nut muffin,
welcome back, Zippy.
As a negative is you can't put it together expecting to taste a muffin. You're not going to single flavor test this and say, "Hey, that's muffin." It's not going to do it for you. No.
But it won't go well with scones.
Yeah, it would. It would.
I suppose
Not
it's
muffin
a nutty scone.
Are scones sweet?
Oh, we need a banana nut scone. That way that we can tie in the whole monkey on juice.
Yeah. You could have a banana
nut scone. There we go.
Because everybody's saying, Pippa put in, she said she'll vouch for that nut muffin, say it's good. Jam scones, Fee said scone, jam cream, Grady scone, strawberry jam and clotted cream.
I wonder if you could do with the TFA banana nut bread and then put the nut muffin in.
I thought about this. I was considering that this fall because I was going to do make another attempt at a banana nut bread.
I bet that might really just kick that right off. I think I'll have to try that.
Well, try it. You've got them both there, haven't you? Bill?
Check.
You've got them both there, haven't you?
Yeah, I've got them. But it would take a while to blend in. I don't think I could mix it and vape it right now and be able to really tell. But
Grady says, so Pip says, nut muffin at 3% I find works best. What percentage the panel enjoy of it? I haven't got it yet because I've held off of buying stuff because that week.
I'm going to have to check and see what I've been using it at because I just kind of went with what I was using it at and just kept it there because I liked it.
There's an SSA which screams scones at me, and I can't remember if it's shortbread biscuit or shortbread cookie. Has that kind of floury taste to it. And if you stick that with Cornish cream tea and add a little bit of Devon cream.
I think you're talking about the cookie. I honestly,
I think it's I think it's the cookie one. I think the biscuit ones are slightly different, but it's got that kind of texture to a
Yeah, the
scone.
bready sort of.
Yeah, the bready kind of thing to the scone. And if you put that with Cornish cream tea, add some Devon cream and boost the jam flavor up with 1-on-1 or VTA.
I've told you,
got
try
like a
Mum and
Cornish
Pops.
cream tea.
Mum and Pops sweet strawberry. If anybody wants to try just jams, sort of jam that they're using, because I'm damn sure it's that.
Probably isn't.
It does taste like it though.
Yeah, the Wonder Flavors have got a jam scone, which is decent. I've tried playing with it a couple of times though, but every mix I put it in, it just seems to disappear.
It does. It's very light.
Yeah.
Usually, I'd get
bottles
it.
of
I'd
this
never
stuff.
send it back to you because I fucking forget to send it. So. Oh dear. So thank you very much for the offer. But yeah, I'd just forget to fucking send it back. So.
Yeah, and I've been using the nut muffin at 2% in a lot of recipes, but that's to bump another nut. I don't use it typically by itself. Like I used it in that maple walnut custard to bump the maple. I mean the walnut, bump the walnuts, and I bumped the maple, and it actually turned out extremely delicious. That nut just it kind of enhances any nut flavor you're gonna put in, with the exception of some of those weird nuts that don't quite taste like they're kind of sweet more than nutty.
Pug saying FA cream tea is lovely.
Cream tea, that sounds interesting.
And also, it's
And
actually
dirty.
in the creative range in Chef, so you can buy, and I think Vaporable and Nom Noms, you can get the cheaper version of it.
Yeah, the FA cream tea is a UK blend.
All right.
So you won't. I don't think you'll find it in the flavor out of North America. So you'd have to order it from
Order
the
Nom Noms.
UK.
I gotta make an order Nom Noms order fairly soonish anyway. So
But the thing is, as soon as you've got tea, you need biscuits to dunk in it.
Yes.
you do.
And
Okay,
custard
can I- yeah.
creams.
Yeah.
Custard creams.
So we've got the tea. We keep going back to tea. Can you fucking tea off now, please? Because I don't like tea. I'm not even going to attempt to a tea. We're going on to scones, so we've got the scones sort of going. We've got the jam. So we're going to have a little bit of a bicky with it. Because if you're having a tea and biscuits, you might have that with a tea. You could have cucumber sandwiches, I suppose. Well, could a little bit of cucumber with some bread
And salad cream.
and
And
salad
little-
cream. Yeah.
For like your biscuit, we we're just talking about this a little bit ago. Like, for us, it'd be like the butter cookies. Like,
Yeah, it's like a shortcake.
Shortbread,
Yeah,
like a shortbread.
Shortbread. It's like a shortbread sort of, yeah.
which just shortbread. The new shortbread actually is pretty good for that one to add with the butter because it's so soft in comparison. Like Liam, I think we talked about this before. It's not quite new shortbread's not really a shortbread. It's something else, or was it Graham and I? It's a little softer, like than a typical shortbread.
So some of the shortbread flavors I've tried just haven't meshed very well with my palate at all. So I found they seem to be a little bit butyric acidy.
Which
Sort
one?
of taste
My
I'm
favorite
getting.
one for a long time was in Awara, but it's missing that texture. And now I'm thinking about it, is the crumble from Wonder Flavors might fix that problem.
Cap. Yeah.
Crumble
What about
topping.
Wonder Flavors shortbread
Yeah.
cookies? The shortbread cookies.
Dave Lloyd,
Add
do you
some
want
butter to that. You're kind of pretty close.
Pippa saying JF sweet strawberry works well with Wonder Flavours jam scone for more of a jam on that scone because there's stuff all in the jam in Wonder Flavours.
Yeah. The Wonder Flavors one is very light. I bought 2 bottles because I was messing around with scones and stuff like that, and I just didn't get on with it. It
Yeah,
just kept on vanishing.
I've even tried pushing it right up in the mix,
Yeah.
and it still disappears.
I put it up
Yes.
to 8 at one point.
And when I tried it standalone, it's it has got that nice scone texture to it, including that little bit of flour that you get on the outside.
Yeah.
That like dusting of flour that you'd have on the scone. But yeah, there isn't really much else to it other than.
So what
other
about
than
putting that with that one that you just said, Graham?
No, you just need that. You don't need it's just getting that flowery, the base texture with the FA, and I think the solution is one of the shortbreads
Right.
from the I think it's the cookie, the SSA cookie, which goes all kind of that texture that you want and that kind of flowery taste that you get.
So that's what I'm saying. Could you mix that with the Wonder Flavors jam scone?
No, I wouldn't go the jam scone. I wouldn't go the Wonder Flavors route. I'll go the FA route.
Right.
But if you're in America, I would just start. I would leave that out as the base and just build up from scratch. Get that scone texture and taste. I'd start with I think it's the shortbread cookie.
Shortbread cookie is probably our best
Biscuit's
option.
the one with the crisp outside. So I'd start with the shortbread cookie and build up from there.
Tony says, what's the
itself,
best strawberry jam? Hartley's.
For me, it's the Vape Train strawberry jam with a little bit of the one-on-one strawberry jam, just to give it that extra little bit.
Yeah, I find one-on-one strawberry jam is not like I would expect it to be a full-on jam. It's got a bit of a texture to it, but it hasn't got a lot of the strawberry sort of taste to it. It's a bit lacking.
The way I described the one-on-one strawberry jam for me was is if you actually started making your jam. So you've mixed up your sugar with your water, you've got it all, you've heated it all up, you started stirring it in, and then you just put 3 strawberries in.
Yeah. It got a little bit there, but there's nothing to say, wow, this is.
But that's what makes it really, really good, because you can use it at really low percentages just to boost any fruit up, to give it kind of like that kind of really nice feel to the fruit. You can use it in so many different ways. That's
what I say. It does give you that jammy, but it doesn't give you any. It don't give you a lot of strawberry. Do you know what I mean? It's not. You have to put something else with it.
That strawberry jam from Vape Train is really good flavor. Good strawberry.
We've already stroked his ego once. We're trying to avoid stroking it.
Yeah.
There's another one that he has. Does he have another one here?
Yeah. King of Vaping's got everything.
I heard Liam's going after that title.
Yeah,
he's just going to release all those secret
Liam's
recipes all at once.
One-on-one and Wonder Flavors, yeah. VT.
Vape Train.
Vape Train, wasn't it? Yeah, VT.
Yeah.
It's very great. She's saying VT is very one-on-one strawberry jam. VT is very green to me. Like I say, if you want to try that, honestly, if you can get your hand on some Mum and Pops and you want the strawberry, that's a really nice strawberry, is that Mum and Pops sweet strawberry.
It does have that green, but that green goes really well with that like jammy note. It kind of brings out that jammy note. So it's kind of, but I get it. It is a little green too.
But I mean, you could always do the one-on-one strawberry jam with your favorite strawberry. That would also work really well.
Yeah.
Pippa's just put in Cap shortbread 3% plus 2% a Cap sticky bun plus 3% Cap sugar cookie for a lovely glazed cookie. Add a little Wonder Flavors lemon custard for a lemon drop cookie.
And easy flavours to get hold of. Because like Tim B's from the Netherlands and stuff like that, he's quite limited over there because we were dealing with.
What was it I used with the strawberry jam? I used something recently with it. It worked really well.
Yeah, you could only get them from certain places, couldn't they?
Yeah.
I mean, if you wanted to go old school and do an old school strawberry jam, you'd go for Cap Sweet Strawberry. With you could use a little bit, or you could sub it out for Jungle Flavor Sweet Strawberry if you can get it, with a little bit of FA blackcurrant. So like 0.25 to 0.5% FA blackcurrant, which would jam up that strawberry.
All right.
Well, if you're going to go that route too, you could also use
the
Jammy Berry by Flavora too. Would do similar.
You got to go one
if you're going to add a little bit of the other berry flavors to it, the Jammy Berry actually works really well with it, with the Vape Train. If you're trying to go non-distinct a little bit.
Junior saying I'm feeling a Bob Marley song coming on. Jamming.
Yeah, I know.
You're jamming too.
For me, I went a different direction. I went Spaceballs.
Yeah.
No, I think it'd be UB40.
It jammed our radar.
It's UB40. You be jamming, we be jamming.
They have jammed our radar. Is it strawberry? I think so.
Like I say, he's been using WS-23 for my ice effect. I'm looking for another type of coolant. What is the best in your opinion? Zippy's put in WS-23 and WS-5. WS-5, Graham saying...
Dave Lloyd saying Polar Blast.
I don't like the taste of Polar Blast, to be honest with you.
I think Polar Blast has got some cool ladder in there, so if you don't get on with cool ladder, you're not going to get on with that.
No, I'm not a massive cool ladder fan. Yeah, you could use cool ladder, but I'm not a massive. I think it's got more of a like a minty sort of taste.
It's got a minty, like mentally kind of taste.
Like a toothpaste sort of. Fresh.
WS-23 and WS-5 work well together because it gives you that all over mouth cooling. So it hits your throat as well as your mouth. But I don't think you can actually buy the WS-5 ready-made. You'd have to source the crystals.
There's another jam just reminded me that I've forgotten about. The Salubrome jam, strawberry jam. There's a slight caramelly taste to it.
Did you say it was using the cooling in?
No, it just says use it for cooling.
Now, see,
it really depends what you're using. There's a couple of them that'll work really well for like if you're doing a gum base or if you want gum flavor to it. There's some that don't, so it's like really kind of depends what you're mixing.
You're asking what ratio for that 5. I think Zippy put it up further up, put WS-23 plus WS-5. Or she didn't put what percentage.
What percentages? Yep.
Pippa's put in Extreme Ice from FWO Flavor West, 2%. Yep. It's good for fruits.
Yeah, that's Pip is kind of going to where I was talking. It depends on what you're putting it with. What are you trying to cool? It can make a difference. WS-23 is generic, easy to get, and it's usually the common one that no one has too much of a problem with if they want a cooling effect.
Like Graham saying Vapor will do WS-5 in PG.
All right. Rockatoon is saying Ice by FLV.
Yep.
So yeah, can do that. So what are you saying about that Salubrome?
Yeah, the Salubrome does the strawberry jam, which is pretty good. There is a slight, as I say,
I remember. I think that's why I tried the ice. It was because of Rocky.
Is that because of they used a blend of strawberries and you're tasting one of the strawberries as caramel?
No, I think what it is they have on the site they have this additive and it caramelizes stuff, and I think they use that additive in quite a lot of the kind of a lot of their flavors, and the additive is actually it's not called caramelization or anything like that. It's just got some weird name. You just look at it and go, what the hell's that? And then you read the description and you go, oh, it caramelizes stuff.
All right. Is that like when you boil? Because obviously when you boil, we talk about jam. When you boil
just slightly overboil something.
Yeah. Mike is saying mainly fruits and cocktails.
I would reach for WS-23 with a little bit of mint. Because mint would go well with most fruits and definitely works for cocktails.
Yes. Yeah.
And Zippy's put in mainly chocolate, coffee, and custard.
But if you're in Europe, Salubrome does have some really fun flavors. They've got things like the marshmallow chocolate sweets, which are pretty good. The vanilla milkshake is fantastic. That's super sweet and on a single flavor on its own, it's great.
And Rocky Toon's put mainly milk and honey.
No, what I tried today, which was actually quite nice, was watermelon and strawberry Coke.
Weird.
You did what?
They've brought out a limited edition flavor one by Marshmallow. It's watermelon and strawberry.
It was right. It was Rocky that had me try
quite well with the Coke flavor.
Right, I've not heard of that one. I'll have to give that a try. Feasting VT raspberry jam is good.
Yeah, I like the raspberry jam.
It's got the right consistency to it compared to most.
You can't beat a nice jam though. I'm not a fan of raspberry jam.
Yeah, I
I
know.
like a blackcurrant jam. I like a blackcurrant jam every now and again. Mainly strawberry. I'm a strawberry. I'm sorry. I'm a strawberry person. Do you know what I mean?
You're saying raspberry's not your jam?
It's not my jam. It's not my jam, man. It's not my jam.
What about blueberry jam?
Do you know what? Right? No.
Huh?
Not my. I don't
Traffic
mind
jam.
traffic jam. Fucking don't even get me started on traffic jams. Jeez.
Big bramble jam is nice.
Bramble jam. What the hell's a bramble jam?
It's blackberry jam, basically.
Yeah.
So why did you say blackberry jam?
No, because it's actually called bramble jam when you buy it.
Tim's been saying best milkshake to now is Capella's milkshake.
There's another one that actually, another single concentrate mix that I forget which one it is. IDT 10 actually mentioned it. It's supposed to be a little bit more potent. It's similar, more potent. However,
Is that
I
off
do
of Capella's
like that.
new stuff?
I do have that. That is with the Capella's
Milkshake.
new stuff. Yeah.
Right.
The milkshake, I like the milkshake with a little French vanilla thick and a little gelato. The Wonder Flavors French vanilla thick and gelato. Those three together, to me, it's not as good as like Wendy's milkshake base is great, but it's like 13 damn flavors for your milkshake base.
To get that, yeah.
And I get close with those three. It gets a nice base and throw a vanilla ice cream or whatever your favorite vanilla ice cream add it with it, and then just add whatever flavor you want to the milkshake. And it works really well.
That the bantha milk that I did on the show a while back, that's actually working quite well. There's like a milkshake base as well. I mixed up the strawberry one,
Right.
and I've gone through the 60ml bottle. It's gone. That was really well. It was Wonder Flavors condensed milk. Thank you. Wonder Flavors condensed milk, FA meringue, and gooey marshmallow.
Ooh.
I think it had fresh cream in as well. FA fresh cream.
Right. Sounds good. Dave Lloyd saying the great thing about mixing is it's so subjective. Yeah. People taste different things.
Very much.
And you can play around with stuff. That's the best thing about it. Zipper says she wants Graham to make a Thai vanilla frappe.
I don't have any teas.
And Tim B says it's not the vanilla in it, it's plain shaken milk.
It would be, if Graham made it, it would be a vanilla crepe, not a vanilla.
Yeah, it's got a little bit of malt to it too. Can be there's some malt in that as
See,
in that milkshake. That's one of the things I love about it. Is a little touch of malt.
As soon as I taste a milkshake that's got malt in it, it puts me off. If I want a malt milkshake, I'll have a malt milkshake. But a milkshake,
If I wanted malt
It's
milk,
light
hasn't
on the
actually
malt
got
if that
malt.
helps. Liam, it's
Yeah,
very light
but-
on the malt.
for me, see, a milkshake should literally just be blended milk and ice cream. That's a milkshake.
see, if I wanted a malted milkshake, I'd have Ovaltine.
Yeah, this isn't that strong of a malt. This is very, very slight malt.
Go on, sorry, mate.
Malted milkshakes always remind me of like the 1950s diner style milkshakes.
Yeah.
I don't mind them.
No, you want
Yeah.
if you want a milkshake, you get a McDonald's milkshake.
I do like a
They're the
McDonald's
best.
milkshake.
I'm
The o-
Zippy. I think that might be the one that IDT10 said is the Mullenberry milkshake.
The only thing is, I'd really love a plain milkshake by McDonald's vanilla milkshake.
Yeah.
I got the Burger King one from Wendy,
No, it's got to be
and it's pretty
McDonald's.
spot on.
McDonald's. It's got to be McDonald's.
It's all soft serve ice cream. It's not,
When you go to McDonald's, you can never get
flavoring
it.
they're using.
Yeah.
I'm afraid it's broken.
Oh yeah, don't forget.
Yeah, wait a minute. Yeah, Benny, it's easy. You just don't get anything.
Yeah. Pippa just put in blackcurrant jam base for Benny. FA blackcurrant at 0.5 plus Wonder Flavors blackcurrant at 3%. FLV jammy berry at 0.25 and FA candy jammy base at 0.5. Enjoy.
Yeah, Tim B's right. It's very minimal malted. It's just got a touch of it.
See, a
I
frappe
throw
is-
extra malt added if I want it. That's where
See,
I'm at.
when you go to Starbucks and that lot, a frappe is not. It's milk crushed with ice
Yeah,
and put in the blender.
you can't count Starbucks as a frappe. Not really.
I don't see. I can when I go having strawberries and cream. What is it? Frappe.
Depends on where you're getting it, but if you get it from like a coffee shop, it's not going to be the same as your Starbucks.
I don't know. I get strawberries and cream from because I don't drink tea or coffee. The only thing I can drink when I go into Starbucks, I have a hot chocolate with whipped cream on top.
Starbucks was a coffee shop supposed to be, or
with ice cream, we call it a cabinet.
Or I have strawberries and cream frappuccino. Tim B saying put 4% French vanilla in there and bim bam milkshake. I'll have to give that a try. Give that a try.
That actually works. Probably you might want to add some sweetener to it too if you want. If you're used to using
I'd have to put 3% sweetener in. Just to kill my coils.
6% sweetener, 10%.
Yeah.
Whatever. Rebuild 25% or not, nothing.
Dave Lloyd says, Zippers on, help me out. Malted milk? Is it not a Canadian thing? No, you get malted milk here. That's Ovaltine.
Yeah. Ovaltine's malted
basically.
milk.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Vanilla Macca's shake without L&B vanilla ice cream. Yeah, that's it. L&B vanilla ice cream is out. 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 How's it going, Bill?
It's I'm wicking it, or I am juicing up the cotton right now.
Well, you know, I forgot Bill was mixing.
Yeah,
Did too.
Mix.
That's all right. I forget I'm mixing all the time right now. What was I doing again?
Just looking at the ingredients of McDonald's milkshakes.
Oh,
Well,
because I might put you off ever drinking them again.
Yeah, well, usually it's the ice cream that they're making it. It's the same. So when you get an ice cream from McDonald's, I think it's exactly the same in the milkshake as it is in the ice cream. I tell you what's pissing me off at the moment, paper straws. That's what's pissing me off. How do you drink a milkshake with a paper fucking straw? From McDonald's.
Saving the planet.
I don't give two. How are you supposed to drink it? The straw goes flipping like.
Yeah, but you're putting a paper straw through the plastic lid.
Yeah. Yeah, you start sucking up straw, and after about 5 minutes, it all goes, and then it unwraps, doesn't it? It unwraps on itself. So, has anybody been mixing out in chat? Anyway, Rocky Tune is usually having a little bit of a mix. He usually puts a recipe in for us to have a look. Have you been mixing out up, Liam?
No, it's half term now, so end of term now, so I don't really get much of a chance.
Graham, have you been?
No, I don't mix at all.
Yeah.
Strong.
It's what, sorry?
I said right now it's banana strong.
Banana strong.
The only thing I really taste is banana. Here it is. I did banana nut bread at 4.5, banana real type SSA at 1%, nut muffin at 2.25, and super sweet at 0.3.
Oh,
and
real
that
simple.
banana real type is really coming through right now. But I think the nut muffin will probably come in, but it'll take probably. I put up 7 days, but I don't know if it'll take that long. But yeah,
The only thing
typing when you can't see your screen is fun.
The only thing I've been mixing is that Kinder Blur.
Yeah, how's it turned out?
Awful.
Was it not?
I plan on it being.
The original one was better. The next two were awful.
How much have you mixed, Bill?
200.
All right.
Of course.
So what's up with it then, Graham?
Well, I'm going off memory, and it's just balancing. I'm losing. I think the core of it's going to be the roasted hazelnut. Oh, yeah. Oh, no, I'm going to give up then. Just let Liam's the king of sweets.
No,
Just stuff like that.
I said on Tim's Insta, I actually bought the wrong one. I bought the white chocolate bueno.
Ah,
yeah, you said that.
Yeah,
The
they,
thing is, this is shaping up to be one heck of a fun like situation. Other than me collecting all the flavors to try and mix them all, that's gonna be fun.
the problem I'm having is the chocolate's overtaking everything and burying the hazelnut taste.
That's my concern with a lot of these. It's going to be tough to balance that chocolate.
Yeah.
And the hazelnut's a nice, soft, like hazelnut cream. So it's like,
Well, no, that's it. It's definitely the roasted hazelnut by Wonder Flavors. I can't get that out. That's got to be for me. That's got to be the cure.
You're
and Bill,
supposed to let your secrets out, Graham.
Dave hasn't said it in chat yet, but
No,
he
but
knows
the
how to
thing,
fix
the
that
thing
recipe.
is, I'm not worried about kind of if that my one's picked. If it can help people create, well, that's
If you can play
fine.
around here.
Because what the whole thing is making Grim one for him, and if somebody can pick up on stuff and run with it, that's great.
Pippa's saying it's going to take a 2 week steep build.
Yeah, I know. I entered back.
I did.
Gonna take a 2 week steep, and if it goes badly and you don't like it, Bill, I'm sure Dave can help you out. I think he's going to tell you to add a 10% cap sugar cookie, and it'll be fixed.
Yeah, well, you can put sugar cookie and stuff and make it better.
You actually could put sugar cookie, and that probably would be good.
It probably wouldn't. But the thing about it is, I'm just really wanting just the nut.
That nut muffins.
Yeah, the nut muffin to come through, and a little bit of the muffin to kind of boost the bread.
Yeah, because you don't get real muffin.
Since I was boosting the nut and the bread, I was going to have to do a little something on the banana end, so I put in the 1% real type. But the thing is they don't have real type banana real type. SSA isn't in VC, I guess.
No, it's not. It's only from SSA.
It's not in the vaping. It's not in VC
calculator
when you're putting your flavors in.
Wow.
It has to be user defined.
Also on ELR, if you guys are getting any errors on your flavorings, or check your old recipe, all your recipes and stuff, things could be messed up. They are merging flavors and trying to fix that monstrosity of a stash that they have on there. So they're trying to
export your recipes.
Yeah, it's a work in progress. So doing what they're trying to fix it, and it's gone so far that this is a major project. They've already dropped, I think, 13,000 flavors that weren't real. 13,000. There's like 193,000.
This is the problem I'm having, because in my juice line, I have flavors which, if you look at that flavor, it will tell, because nobody else uses the flavor, it will tell you the recipe. So I've been using codes for flavors.
Oh,
they're all just going to vanish.
Oh, they're going to vanish off ELR. You have to keep a copy of that. Yeah.
Yeah, Dave said he ran out of gas in his Harley, poured cap sugar cookie in the tank, and made it home. So,
Ken Holmes says only 170k to go. Don't know on that. What's that for?
You see now, Dave, if you'd add a little bit of that nut muffin as well, then you would have made it all the way to UK.
Yeah. Rocky did a blind mix of Kinder, never had the real thing. Pippa's put in, I nailed it the first time, but then it steeps lol. Phew, the second version of the Bueno worked brilliantly.
That's the hardest part too with the testing, is I'm gonna have to let them steep for a while afterwards, because that's what's gonna matter. Yeah. You can't exactly send it to Nick and expect him to try it immediately. Yeah. So it's gonna have to be the steep version is gonna have to be the one tested. And
Zipper saying Sticks Turner's tea. And she's saying also MF dark chocolate and VTA chocolate mousse.
So you need that separation, and the chocolate can really, really overwhelm everything with it.
See, if you eat a Bueno, I'm surmising that you've had them over in America. You can buy them, can't you?
You can buy them. Yep, I've got 5 of them in the fridge right now.
Yeah, because it's like that. Shelly pastry. It's like Shelly biscuit sort of thing, you know that. And then you have the cream in the middle and the chocolate on the outside. And it's like a creamy hazelnut chocolate mousse.
And yes, they are in the fridge because those things will melt in this heat we've had. So I don't want to open them up and just have mush. I want to actually try a bar.
Rocky Tooney runs on. Yeah, we're off in a minute ourselves, Mike. Thank you very much for joining us, my friend.
No, boys.
Catch you later. And it is that time, so we'll go around and say our goodbyes. Bill, you'll have to let us know next week. You have to keep us how it's going with that.
Yeah, I will. I'll keep you abreast.
I've got 2 chubby tits.
Yes.
Right, what? So we will go around and say our goodbyes. We will start. Oh, I forgot to announce as well. So please check out our sponsors. Or sponsor, which is DIYFlavorchaser.co.uk for all your one-shot needs. You can get some of the best mixers from around the world, and they are, at this moment,
they are £8.50.
But if you use the code Benny10, they are
£7.65.
There you go, £7.65. So do go over and check them out and see what you think. Show some love. Just try them out. Like I say, there's quite a lot of mixers on there that you can try their mixes. If you want to just try one shot and just be lazy one time and just throw something in a bottle and take it up, you will get, is it 200ml for that price?
Yeah, they'll yield 200ml.
200ml for £7?
I should say up to 200ml.
Up to 200ml for £7?
£7.65.
If you use code Benny10.
And we are still on pre-inflation shipping prices.
There you go. Ooh. There you go. So, yeah, go check it out. Type in flavorchaser.co.uk. If you're over in America or you're in Canada, you can use DIY Flavor Chaser over there with some more mixers on there. You can't use Benny 10 on there because it don't work. So, right, we'll start with Tim.
Yep. I just posted the calendar for the mixing shows in chat for everybody. The only one that's not on there right now that I know of is Waking Up with Wayne is not on there because he was on hiatus for a little bit and now he's back doing that. So I got to put that on there too.
So he's woke up finally?
Yeah, he finally woke up. Okay. Well, he was kind of sporadically doing it, but it wasn't like.
He's come out of hibernation a little bit late.
He's come out a lot. He's actually helping with Noted DX. He's actually actively there, even though he's not showing up on the screen. He's been there for every show so far, except for the one. And yeah, it's really nice. Actually, he's been helping us, working with us. We're talking about doing different things with it, as well as continuously trying to work forward and help with the single flavors. So that's actually going really well. That said, yeah, just. You kind of want another reach out those you haven't heard from because you can save a life, not to mention, you never know what tomorrow's going to bring. Be a little nostalgic once in a while. It's okay. And I'm going to pass it to Graham because I just want to pick on him.
Okay, Ken's just sent me a message. No, it's all right. It's all right. I've taken everything off and they're now on spreadsheets. So, but as soon as I heard everything was changing, I was like, bugger, shift them all off. I want to go back to bed. I can't think. Thanks everyone. Yeah, it's been a fun show. I've and I'll pass it on to Liam.
Thanks everybody. Been a great chat as always. As Tim mentioned earlier, I haven't actually released any recipes for a little while. I've been having a little bit of a break from releasing, but I will be back to spamming Facebook groups soon with recipes. If you wish to follow me, you can follow me on ELR, all the flavors, and the Vaping Community Calculator as Sherlock Holmes. And you can catch me in most of the DIY mixing groups, including Monkey on Juice on Facebook. As Benny has already shilled, DIY Flavor Chaser UK, then there's not really much more for me to add on for my spam, except for pop along and have a look, see what flavors we got. You're bound to find, but yeah, buy my shit. You're bound to find a flavor that's suitable for your palate. And I will pass you over to Bill.
Hi, John. Yeah,
Bye, John.
You can
Bye, John.
catch me on Sunday nights on the Late Night Vape Show, which, ironically enough, if you use Late Night Vape Show 10, you can get 10% off rubber coils. And just so happens, great timing, John. And right before or right after Benny on NUVS on Sunday nights, so don't touch that dial. Well, actually, you have to touch that dial because we're not on the actual same channel. So do touch that.
Yeah, don't touch that dial. Stay right there on Benny's.
Yeah, just stop there. Yeah, not on it after we've gone off.
Bill, haven't you got guests on this weekend?
Do we?
Yeah, you do.
Well, thanks for telling me.
Yeah, I forgot. Me and John will be on.
You and John are
show
on this week. That's right. Yeah, I do remember something vaguely mentioned about that. That was a very cheery evening, and but now that you mention it, yes, it was. I will throw you down to Benny.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, everybody in chat, for joining us. It's been absolutely fantastic. Do keep your questions coming in and everything. If you have got any questions, you can go over to Monkey on Juice, and Graham, Liam, and everybody else will help you out. Do go over and, like I say, check out our sponsor, which is DIYFlavorchaser.co.uk, and do use Benny10 for 10% off. Thank you very much to my fellow Scancers for being here week in, week out. It's absolutely fantastic. Without you, to be just be me babbling myself, which you won't like. So we will say good night, and we'll see you again next Wednesday. Good night.
All right.
Keep waving because I haven't found my thing yet. Outro. There you go.
Benny doesn't have any hands, so I got 2 up. Oh, come on. I don't have 3 hands, Graham. Get your hand up there.